Hi, this is Marie Stevenson, and I'm the director of St. Joseph's University's Center for Professional Development. And today I'm here with Carly Razzi Mack, the co-owner and marketing director of Penns Woods Winery. And we're going to talk about really changing your business model in times of crisis. Hi, Carly.
Hi, Marie. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for joining me today. So before we get started, I thought it'd be really great for you to give a little history about Penns Woods Winery.
Absolutely. Penns Woods was established in 2001 by my father, Gino Razzi. It started out as a hobby for him and quickly grew into a local wine business. I joined him in 2009 and really opened the tasting room and began hosting events, and we began selling our wine to restaurants and in local supermarkets once that evolved. And it's been wonderful experience. It's a family-run business. So we have about 30-acre property in Chadsford. We have 2 other vineyard locations. One is planted. One we just purchased 2 years ago, and we're working on planting our vines there. So our grapes are 100% Pennsylvania grown at this point.
So Carly, talk to me before we talk about pivoting your business about typically what was the bulk of your business as far as what is your business? Is it supplying restaurants? Is it coming hospitality to the farmhouse? Selling off-site?
About 80% of our business is on-site, sold out of our tasting room and from customers and events. So we have, like I said, this 30-acre property that our main days are Thursday through Sunday, where people can come in, enjoy a wine tasting, pack a picnic, sit outside. On the weekends, listen to music. So it was very customer driven, on-site, experiential type of deal. Now it has changed dramatically. We were selling about 20% out to restaurants and Wegmans, but mostly direct to consumer from our tasting room.
Which leads me to the next photo that I'm going to share, which is right here. And that is this photo. Tell me about this photo.
So we have now started to do local deliveries for our customers. Before we just shipped within Pennsylvania and New Jersey, but due to the COVID-19, we had to find every way of getting the wine we needed to our customers in a timely manner and the safest way. So every day, Charlie and I or another staff member fills up the van, and at 4 o'clock after the tasting room curbside pickup closes, we go around and we deliver wine to our customers within our local vicinity. And then Fridays, we do a day of deliveries to Philadelphia, Center City. So that there's my co-pilot.
Well, so let's talk about that. Take me back to March. When did you start thinking this might get serious?
Typically March is our wine and cupcake pairing. So we did a kind of business as usual wine and cupcake the first weekend, where we had a couple hundred people coming in, cupcake pairings on the hour, and then that week, the week after, the following week, COVID really kind of spiked, and we want it to be as safe as possible. So we did shut down that following weekend and went into instant planning mode. The staff and I did extensive research about what businesses in Europe were doing at this time, because really nobody was dealing with it in the US. Luckily, we do have a lot of contacts in Italy and France with our wine import company. So we had been notified of how they were doing, how it was spreading, and kind of what their governments were doing to protect businesses and customers, etc. So we started to outline a few different scenarios and found ways to immediately kind of restructure our business and flow the best we possibly could. So luckily our team is pretty young and social media savvy, so it was easier for us to do a full revamp of putting a notification right on our website, posting it on the social media, and deciding that we needed to do curbside pickup, begin local delivery. I think within a week we had begun local delivery, and after the first weekend we were closed, we opened that following Tuesday, started curbside pickup and service, and kind of didn't look back. And since then it's been progressing. We didn't know how long it was going to last. We had to, in the weeks coming, contact our staff. Unfortunately, we had to put most of our staff is part-time. We had to put them on temporary unemployment and kind of use our small and mighty full-time staff and crew to run the company.
And how's it been going?
It's been going surprisingly well. That said, it's honestly the support of our community and our wine club members. We actually were so moved by all of our members and our customers reaching out, checking in on us. I mean, the first week when we were working long hours just trying to restructure this business, having 5-hour meetings and going through every scenario possible, we had customers sending us lunch, delivering lunch to us. We had customers, when we realized that we have all this perishable product, we reached out and said, hey, we're having a sale. We don't want this cheese to go bad. This is from local farmers. We don't want to throw it away. People were calling and saying, we'll just get a $50 worth of whatever you got. And people really teamed together and helped us out, and it was absolutely incredible.
Well, let's talk a little bit about a local community. You are part of the PA Preferred program.
Yes.
So do you find that it's valuable? Do people seek out Pennsylvania-driven products?
They definitely do.
That way?
Absolutely. And that's like one of our biggest selling points when people come in. We can say not only is our wine produced in Pennsylvania, but it's grown in Pennsylvania. And, from the vine to the bottle, it's 100% PA, and they love it. And we found that we can kind of work with and sell other local PA preferred products and Pennsylvania made products, and people respect that. Yes, it's nice to have like a nice Spanish cheese, but what about all of the cheeses from Lancaster, from our area? Same with our honeys. It's better for you because your allergies in the local area. So we found it to be incredible. And during this time, it's been really fun because we've gone virtual. So we're able to do virtual happy hours and introduce our, provide like our cheese makers, our cupcake maker, and kind of work with them. And it's been a lot of fun. But PA products definitely are how we get by.
It's funny, in talking to people, I've found that the PA businesses, even though you're in some ways competition, it seems that this has really brought the community together. Are you working with other wineries or supporting each other in any way?
Absolutely. We are friends with a lot of local wineries, and we recently had a Chateau Boudy. The winemaker from there is from South America. So we had a wine happy hour where both of our winemakers were discussing the differences and challenges of making wine in Pennsylvania versus their home countries, South America and Italy. So we're trying to, and obviously we told our customers, they still have curbside pickup. They're delivering. We are working with the Pennsylvania Wine Association on coming up with, a set of guidelines for reopening. And so we can all be on the same page, so we're all sharing the same information. I talked to other local wineries and, sharing ideas. Hey, what are you doing about this? How are you handling that? And sharing ideas and just not worrying about something being taken and used. We want that to happen. We want everybody to succeed because you can't succeed on your own. It's got to be as a whole.
I think that's really the special thing about Pennsylvania, is that there is a pride and a community with Pennsylvania produced products, and that community really supports each other. Before we finish up, I thought you might want to tell us a little bit about your wine club and how that's something that was new and you've been really developing over the years, but now you have to really pivot that. Can you explain what the wine club is and what your thoughts are on pivoting towards a new normal with that for a while?
Absolutely. So our wine club before, it was at max capacity, and we offered things like private events for our members. We had vertical tastings, dinners in the vineyards. They were first to purchase tickets for any of our events. We had member happy hours. So a lot of these benefits we can't currently offer. So that's the type of brainstorming and creative marketing and creative sales that we're trying to work on right now. That's kind of our next step. And how do we reach them, and how do we provide them these benefits with them at home? Mm-hmm. And it's been exciting. It's been fun. It's been a little bit stressful, but they have been very supportive to us. We started the first 2 weeks on like a Zoom call where any wine club member that wanted could just sign in, drink wine, and talk. Since then, members that follow other wineries in Virginia and Texas and New Mexico, they send us information that they're receiving from them and say, hey, check this out. So we're really working with other people's information as well, which is really fun and exciting. They get free tastings every year. Obviously, you can't come in and do tastings at this point, and we don't see that changing until at least September maybe. So what we have come up with is at-home tastings. So we purchased these cute little bottles. We've designed our own little miniature Penns Woods labels, and we'll be starting next week letting people pick up little tasting boxes of 4 or 5 flights of wine. This is a way, because this time of year is when we release all of our new wines. So most people haven't tasted a lot of these new vintages, and we don't want to make them feel like, oh, you have to buy this bottle of wine without even tasting it. So we're trying to creative ways to get it in their hands and taste it at home. Once they taste it at home, they can download a video of us doing a virtual tasting. So we'll go through all of the different wines. We're going to have live tastings and pairings where they can pick up wine and chocolate pairings, wine and cupcake pairings, wine and cheese pairings, and they'll have certain days that they can pick them up, and then within 48 hours we will have a live tasting. We'll have the cheese producer, the cupcake maker, alongside our winemaker or our in-house somm discussing the pairing. So it's like they're here, but they can do it at home. It's something different, fun. They can have a group of friends all join in together and do it. So we're doing everything that we can to kind of stay ahead of the curve.
Well, I chose your winery because I follow your winery on Facebook, and I would say you came out really early, really fast with a totally different business model And I just thought it'd be really interesting to see how that was going. So before we end, I just wanted to say, do you want to put a website, like what is it, www.
PennsWoodsWinery.com. You can go there, and the homepage greets you with how to purchase our wines remotely. There's a few different options: delivery, shipping, pickup. And there you can kind of see, you could still see some of our former, like previous events that we had and ones that are planned in the future. I mean, we have tons of events here. Right now, we're not being able to do that. So our blog is live. We have spotlights of local producers, our customers, and anything that you could possibly want to know, you can either call and ask us, or you can find on our website or social media. We have live videos and tastings every Wednesday afternoon at 4 and Friday afternoon at 5. So.
Well, that's awesome. And I want to thank you very much. It was great spending some time with you. And hopefully, you know, this new normal will bring exciting new opportunities. It's challenges, it's opportunities too. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, Marie. Thank you.